Dolls. It is Thankful Thursday, June 26th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Our very special guest today needs no introduction. He is an award winning actor, model, and writer and producer, and he is back for his fourth interview. We've already done three already. So let's welcome back to the Dollhouse Fashion Dolls, the king of Tubi himself, Nelson J. Davis. Hi, everyone. Hi, Fashion Dolls. Hi, hi, hi. Yes. I'm waving, I'm waving, I'm waving. Whoop. Try not to drop it. Hello.
Hey, how you
Hey, how
doing?
you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing
I'm
great.
doing
It's
great.
hot,
It's
but
hot,
I'm,
but
I'm great.
I'm great.
Yes, it is. We're in the midst of a heat wave.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not
You
even
know what
gonna
I'm not.
complain because I was so cold this winter that just what it is.
But you were working. You were working. It feels great to see you again. We did our last interview, I want to say, back in 2024. So much has changed. So much has happened since then.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me back.
Yes, I had to.
Always a
My
pleasure.
20th season, and you are my interview. Our interview will be 821. I reached my goal of 800 interviews this year.
Oh wow,
So
congratulations. I remember you were
821.
talking about
We
the goal
both have
before.
been grinding.
Congratulations.
Yes, we both have been working. So that's what I was trying to do our last interview. So I'm super excited to have you back again. So before we get into the project that is on fire, everybody is talking about it. How has 2025 been for you so far?
2025 has been good so far. This year so far I did take a step back and not work as much, meaning that I did a lot of strategizing. So now it's time to implement. I did shoot one movie so far, but normally I might have shot two or three by now. But it's like, okay, I want to do some different things, and just went to the drawing boards a little bit. So
And that you have. You've done a total of 86 projects and or 100 and counting, and you've got more coming. But the one that everyone is talking about that is everywhere is Three Play. It is on
oh yeah,
fire.
yeah,
Oh my God. And I've seen
yeah,
the trailer for it.
yeah.
You
There we
play the
go.
character, yes. So tell us a little bit about your character. You play the character Malik. Tell us a little bit about your character. And I know you can't
Okay.
give the film away, but tell us a little bit about your character.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, three play, and a lot of people don't know this. So I want to put this out there. It's actually part of a franchise. Three play actually follows Triple Standard, which was the first part. So it's still kind of
Yes.
like one of those films that you can kind of watch standalone, but it'll make even more sense if you did watch the first one, if that makes sense. So Malik, basically, he's in a situation right now. In part one, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. His friend, one of his best friends, got a proposition from his girlfriend where she was like, I'll have a threesome with you and a female if I can have that same thing with you and a male. So that kind of went down in part one. It led into some trauma. So in part two, which is three play, he's kind of dealing with that trauma, and he is in therapy. And his
Ooh.
therapist kind of goes and tells his girlfriend some confidential information that Malik told him. So that kind of sparked some curiosity with the therapist girlfriend. So now she's like kind of thinking about, what would that be like? So then, without giving too much away, they kind of end up in an entanglement as well. So,
And you're known to
in
produce some steamy projects. So I already know it's going to be full of scandal. It's going to be full of betrayal. It's going to be all of that wrapped in one. You know, one of my favorite projects of yours is He Say, She Say, and then Lady's Choice. So
oh yeah, that's
the
two of my
next
favorites
one,
as well. Thank
rejection as well too. Well, rejection is a little serious. Now you are actually playing yourself in rejection. So
you. Yeah,
again, if you like a thin line, the first thing I thought of was a thin line between love and hate. Uh-oh, so you rejected a
yeah.
woman. So tell us a little bit about rejection.
So rejection. So big ups to Bobby and Renee people because they wrote and produced that. But what a lot of people don't know is that they've witnessed and seen me go through a lot of things, and it was kind of inspired by true events. Now a lot of it, those things did happen, but a lot of it was also a reimagination. Like, well, what if he would have made this decision and actually did this with this person? Because I filmed quite a few projects with them, in both Atlanta and in Las Vegas, so they've got to witness me go through a lot of things. So they were just so inspired. They was like, we got to put this on film. And then I remember when I was there filming a project, my dad had called me, and um, in my mom, they both had stories that they kind of share with them. Like one time I had a stalker on a cruise, and then one time somebody showed up to my grandmother's funeral, and like all these different things. Now this is on top of the things that they witnessed. They were like, "Yo, this is some bizarre stuff. You can't make this stuff up." So they were kind of like really inspired to create that story. So I'm forever grateful. It was really cool to actually play myself, but a lot of people, I wanted to put that out there, it was inspired by true events. So nobody got shot though. But
Oh, and that was another question that I wanted to ask you. What have you ever had any strange fan encounters? Because Nelson, let's be honest, you are a gorgeous black man, and women,
I appreciate
all of us, we adore you. We adore you. What has been the strangest fan encounter that you've had?
that. To be honest, like I'm never really weirded out in person. Like I'm always flattered, but what kind of took the cake for me is what just also happened when I was in Vegas filming with them. My mother checked my mail, and somebody wrote me a 2-page handwritten letter, and I have no idea how they got my address. So
My
that
God.
was crazy to me. Now, mind you, they didn't say anything in the letter that was harmful, but it was just still kind of weird. Like, how did you get my address? Like that's the part that was concerning to me. And they wrote like a handwritten letter, 2 pages, about the different movies and how much they love them and all of these things. Like I say, that was cool, but how'd you get my address? Like what's really going on? So that's probably like the strangest thing that's ever happened. So I've definitely had some encounters in person, but it was just more excitement. It was never really, really strange.
My God, I would be freaked out if somebody wrote to my address or
Yeah,
gotten my number, anything. That is scary. So again,
yeah,
rejection. You've got three play. You've got corporate capital punishment, parts 1 and 2, which everyone is talking about out of all of your projects. Because while you were filming, I have been dropping your name in interviews, and almost every single actor that I've interviewed, I say Nelson Davis. They know exactly who you are. You are on fire, Nelson. I'm so proud of you because I remember when we
that's
did our very first interview when we first met. And I want to say that was around the time the pandemic struck, 2020,
yeah,
2021, one of the two. And to see your growth, and you've gratefully earned that title as Mr. Tubi, or I would say the king of Tubi, because I've dropped your
thank
name
you.
in one of my most recent interviews to D-Dadification. He said, Nelson, oh, I worked with him. And then I had Ronson
That's
Hawkins on the show as well, too. It was a 3 panel. We
that's
did a
dope.
panel together, and we were talking
Right.
about black filmmakers and the importance. And I brought your name up. And I said, he is out here on fire, producing, directing, writing. What are some gems that you would give to the next generation of filmmakers? Let me take these glasses off so y'all can see my eyes. Okay, there we go. All
Absolutely.
right.
Um, I would I think I always say this and it sounds a little bit cliche, but I have something to add on to it this time. Always have tunnel vision, like have your goal and set that goal and don't worry about what's going on over here, what's going on over there. But also, you know, privacy and being quiet is golden because when you don't tell somebody what you're trying to do, they can't try to shut that down if you're negative.
Move in
So you
silence.
stick to
Yes,
what you want to do and you just do it and then be like, bam, see what I did? You ain't got to make all these announcements along the way. And that's one of the mistakes that I've done as well earlier on is just making announcements. Like you talk about it when it's done, everything's already in motion or it's already done because can't nobody put negative energy on what's already been done. Can't
you
stop it.
don't. And Nelson, one thing else I love about you is that you provide an escape. Lately, I've been on my political bag, but for me, when I want to decompress, I put on one of your films and I watch your films, and I'm so engaged like I'm watching a soap opera or something. It's so much scandal and betrayal. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the black soap opera that's on television, Beyond the Gates. Everyone is talking about it. I
Yeah.
could see that for you having your next up. I'm manifesting it and I'm putting it out here. I can see something like that for you, where you bring one of your films to television and base it off of, make a series out of it. That's what I'm seeing in the future for you.
That'll be dope. Yeah, let's definitely manifest that. I can see it too.
Yes,
I'm gonna
because
second that motion.
you haven't stopped grinding. Like, you've just been creating that driving force. And even when we did our interview back in 2024, you were saying, stay tuned. I can't give a whole lot away, but just stay tuned. And look at you now. The project is out and everybody is talking about Three Play. It is fire. And the comments agree with that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I want to tell everybody, I know a lot of people are probably looking for that on Tubi, but you got to check it out on Reveal. It's exclusively on Reveal. It's a little steamy, so if or when it goes to Tubi,
You
it's going to
know,
be a different version. So make sure you check it out on Reveal. It's free. It's free still, but don't go to Tubi looking for it because you're not going to find it. You can get Reveal. It's an app, or you can watch it in the browser. I just had to plug that in real quick.
definitely reveal.com. Make sure you guys go and check it out.
Yep.
Now, on Tubi, what you can catch on there is one of my faves, which is He Said, He Say, She Say. And I'm
Yeah.
still waiting on that sequel. I've been talking to Deontay about it, and I'm
Yeah.
still waiting on that sequel for that, and Lady's Choice as well, too. Like, it can't just end like that. There's always some sort of cliffhanger in your projects. And in the most recent one, where you played like this crazy person, and then the other part where you did the Eddie Murphy, where it was two of you. I think that was in Lady's Choice, where it was
Oh yeah,
two of
yeah.
you.
Lady's Choice. Yeah, that was dope.
So how, I know you can't reveal the secret, but what is running through your mind when you having to play two versions of yourself?
Oh, that was like a challenge. Like that was one of the things. Like when I was kind of doing my outline for that film, I was like trying to think of some things I wanted to do different because I like to challenge myself. I'm like, okay, this is going to be challenging not only for me to play two people, but it's also going to be a challenge for me logistically. Like, how am I going to execute this? So I was happy the way it came out because I had never done anything like that, both on screen or behind the scenes. So, but when I was developing the story, that was one of the bullet points that I knew. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the plot twist. They're gonna be thinking it's one guy. They're gonna be mad at him, and then it turns out that it's not even him. It's his twin brother, and it's like, I don't know. I just think about simple things. I'm just like, yo, what could happen if somebody got their license mixed up? People let people borrow their license and stuff all the time. They're not even twins. So I'm like, imagine if they were twin brothers, like how that could go wrong. So
Chef's kiss for that, because that totally threw us all for a loop at the end. In the scene where y'all are like in this, how can I say it, like in a storage room or something, and then the
yeah,
police came. You found out that you were dating one of the officers, and then you found out that that's not the guy, that's his brother. So
yeah,
plot twists at the end of that. But the most recent projects are out. Make sure you guys go and check them out. Three Play and Rejection. If you like a thin line between love and hate, that's the first thing that came to my mind, because I'm like, you can't be out here
definitely,
playing with people's hearts. So shout outs to the amazing Lynn Whitfield for starting that trend of women, being in
right.
these films where they're saying, hey, you can't play with my heart like that. So, I mean, hey, it's vice versa either way in any relationship or
Yeah,
when you're
it's
getting to
true.
know
Can't play with
somebody.
another person's heart, right? Like crazy dudes out here.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of us go through this when we're dating and going through relationships where we're trying to find out, okay, is this a person that I actually truly want to be with? And then you start noticing those red flags and rejection. That I've seen the red flags for this woman. This woman really wants Nelson. Women want you. We adore you. And I would put you up here in this list with the male sex symbols like the Lenny Kravitz, the Denzel Washingtons, the Morris Chestnuts. Like, you have gratefully earned that title as a sex symbol and as the king of Tubi. That's
I appreciate that.
gratefully. I call you the king of film. They call you the king of Tubi, because I can drop your name in any one of my interviews to any actor, big or small, and they will know who you are. So your name is making noise everywhere, Nelson, on both sides, mainstream, the Tubi arena, everywhere. So it's important that you get your flowers, and I'm pretty sure I gave you your flowers in my either my first or second, third interview. We've done so many already, but had to give you your flowers.
I appreciate that. I really do. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes. So again, like I said, I'm manifesting for you a television series based off of the films, three play. But it's got to be on Cinemax. It's got to be on Showtimes because, like you
Yeah.
said, it is steamy.
So I'm gonna give you a little scoop on that though. It's this one isn't a series, but it is a franchise. So we got part one, we got three play. We already shot part three. It's called The Way in the Wild. It's in post production right now. So we're already developing the fourth part. So this one's gonna keep going for a little bit. But I'm
There you
still with
have
you on the
it.
series. I'm with you on the series, but I just want to let you know that this is a little franchise here. We might get to five. I call this one my Twilight baby. I'm like, okay, I want this one to be like that amount of films.
Oh no, it's not like Twilight. It's like Twa. Will Packer. If you guys have seen
Yeah, yeah.
Twa with Kenya Moore, Gretchen Palmer, and Gary Duran, where
Oh, that's one of my
the
favorite movies in
husband
life.
propositions his wife about a threesome and brings another woman in relationship, but it wasn't
Yeah,
another man involved. But there is a plot twist. But
yeah,
the young lady dated this guy that is his friend. So yeah, if you like Twa, Twa had a franchise as well too. This is somewhat
yeah.
like Twa, and that's the
Part
first thing
yeah,
that
part
comes to
one
my
and
mind.
part two is crazy. I love those are two of my favorite movies of all time. That and Pandora's Box. Yeah,
Yes, with Monica Calhoun in the late, Christoph St. John, Michael Jai White was in it as well too. If you
yeah,
guys don't know what Twa is, you need to go and watch from
yeah.
beginning to end because it was
You
three of
sleeping
them.
on that. That was my childhood when I had no business watching it. But like that explains a lot. A lot of people say that they're like, "Oh, you watch? Okay, that explains."
Yep, Showtime, Showtime After Dark, Cinemax. That's why I said that your film, this series, needs to be on there because
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, HBO, is it HBO Max? They air shows like that, so definitely
yeah,
I could see it on either HBO Max or Showtime Cinemax, right along with the Shy. If you like the Shy shows like that as well too, we
yeah,
need more black. Uh, how can I say it? Because you do like erotic. I wouldn't even place you in a category like erotic thrillers or thrillers that are in mystery or romance. So the thing about it is you always have to branch out. You've done comedies also, Nelson. So one thing I
yeah.
love about you is that you are not a one-trick pony. You jump
Right.
from different film genres. So I mean, it goes all the way back to Christian Brothers. Yes, I'm a Nelson
Yeah,
Davis fan, so I know about Christian Brothers. Shout outs to Levi
appreciate
Otis
that.
as well.
Yes, big ups
Yeah.
to Levi. Yes. Yeah, Christian
So
Brother, that's definitely one of my favorite projects as well. It was a breath of fresh air at the time because like I was doing so many intense projects, so to do something comedic was definitely cool. You know, I got my own spinoff of that too. It's called Braden, so my character got a spinoff of Christian Brothers. So, yeah,
all right. All right. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out as well too. Again, if you like we know you for erotic thrillers, but and mysteries and romance, but to see you step outside and do horror and do comedy as well too, it shows that you are not uh, just in that one lane. But what's the word that
great,
I'm looking for? Multifaceted or versatile. Because as an
right.
actor, you have to be able to go and do different categories of film. And we just recently talked about that, about how they typecast actors for certain roles. But
Mm,
you broke that mold and you showed, okay, I can be sexy, I can be romantic, I can be the bad guy. The film that you and Kevin J. Stone did. Shout outs to Kevin J. Stone,
yeah,
the
big
film
ups
that
to
you two
Kevin
did
J.
as
Stone.
well too. Yes, it showed that you had range. And every one of
Right.
your films, you don't stay the same. You evolve. And you shock us every single time. Like I said in Lady's
Thank
Choice,
you,
I
thank
was not expecting that plot twist where I was just like, wait, am I seeing things? I literally had to take my damn glasses off and see, like, am I seeing two things? If y'all watched Sinners, it's a scene in the film where Michael B. Jordan literally cloned himself. So I'm like,
you. Right,
okay, this is what we're doing now. All right. Doing the Eddie Murphy, because that's the first
right,
thing that came to my mind right there. But you continue to amaze us every single time. And that's what we love. You give us that escape, especially for me, for everything that I've been going through, this political climate. I need to
right.
decompress. And I put on one of your projects. And that is my downtime right there. Pour myself a glass of
Thank you,
champagne and I watch one of your projects.
thank you. See, mission accomplished. Thank you. That's what it's there
Yes.
for.
And we need it. So, Fashion Dolls, if y'all have any questions for myself or Nelson, feel free to ask. Again, plug it. The project is three play. out on reveal.com. Make sure you guys go and check it out. And also, the other project is called Rejection. Make sure y'all go and check that out. I think it's on
Yeah.
Tubi. So make sure y'all
Yep.
go and check it out on
On Tubi.
Tubi as well too. Like you have a dozen projects up there on Tubi that people can always go back and check out as well.
Yeah.
So what is next for Nelson J. Davis in the year of 2025? Because you have two more projects. You've got sequels coming out. You've got so much more coming out. What is next for you in the future of the year 2025?
So I also have a film out called Broken Behavior. It's out on Tubi as well. So we're about to shoot the sequel to that in about a month. So got that coming up. And like I said, we just finished shooting The Wet and the Wild, which is the next installment after Three Play. So that's in post production. So we're working on that and developing the fourth part to that. Like I said, I want to keep that one going. So uh, got that and a couple of other projects. Concealment 2 just recently came out as well on Tubi. That came out in May 1st. So it's still relatively new as well. So yeah, that's it. We're working on The Wet and the Wild. The next installment's in development. Broken Behavior Part 2. Seems like I'm forgetting something, but that's all that's coming to mind at the moment. But yeah,
Let me go down the list here. I mean, Three Play, Capital Punishment Part 1 and 2. Of course, Sweet Mahogany 3, which is a classic. That's one of my faves as well, too. You've got
oh yeah,
Broken Behaviors, Bondage, She Scorned 2, Rejection. You've got Beehive, Bunny and Clive, Homeboy, um, Life of a Bull, Behind Enemy Lines, Triple Standard. It goes on and on. You've got so many. So.
yeah. It's funny because like I forget sometimes. So when you were just listening, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like because I just try to like each project has this moment when I'm in the moment, right? But then it's like, okay, on to the next one, and then I honestly forget. So they did have the premiere in New Jersey for Capital Punishment Part 1 and 2 a couple months ago. So that should be streaming soon as well. So I'm excited to see that one as well. So um, should be out soon. Both parts of that. Broken Behavior is out. Like I said, we're about to shoot the sequel to that. Triple Standard, which is the prequel to Three Play, is also available on Urban Flix under the title the Three the Wet Way. It's the same movie, but it's on there, so you can watch it on Urban Flix TV, or you can rent it on Amazon under the title Triple Standard. Like I said, Three Play, that's free. So if anybody wants to watch Three Play for free, I haven't even announced this yet, but I'm announcing it here. If you want to watch Three Play for free, starting on July 1st through the 7th, you can watch it. It's already free, but not only will it be free, you'll be able to watch it ad free. So Reveal is sponsoring that, so you'll be able to watch the whole movie uninterrupted. So if
And
you haven't seen it yet,
uncensored.
check it
If
out.
you know, you know. I said, and uncensored. If you
Yes,
know, you
yes,
know.
uncensored, uninterrupted, ad free. So if you want to
And
check
look
that
at
out, if you
there.
already checked it out, check it out again. Or if you haven't seen it, yeah, check it out ad free from July 1st through July 7th. You heard it first here.
And Nelson J. Davis fan, hey girl, how are you? Welcome, welcome. She says, let's go. And hey, yes. Make sure you guys go and check it out. You heard it, July 1st till the 7th. And as Nelson J. Davis fan says, run the numbers up. Make sure y'all are going and supporting this brother here. Support Nelson,
Big up to
support
Nelson
Black
J.
filmmakers.
Davis fan. Appreciate that page. And I want to say that I support Nelson J. Davis fan page, but don't think that that's me. We get this. This happens all the time. They have to forward messages to me sometimes because a lot of people think that I run that page, but that's legit a fan page. So make sure that you're not writing that page thinking it's me. But I appreciate the support and love from them so much. I support that page. They're not impersonating me. It's just a fan page. A lot of people they don't seem to understand that.
And I'm in your group as well too. It's the group on FB as well, and
Yes.
All black
Yes.
women. What I love about it is these women in that group, we all show you so much love and support. And again, I'll never forget our first interview. When we first met, and I'm like, when I reached out to you, he was like, who is this chick right here? Who is this chick from South Carolina? I don't know who this is, because I get that a lot from a lot of people. But when we did our interview, you were already, I seen a light in you. And now to see how far you've come, I've seen the highs in your career, and it is so much more. I am manifesting. Of course, I know you've got your production company, but I'm manifesting offices. Like Tyler Perry has his studios, Nelson J.
Yeah.
Davis Studios. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
I love
manifesting.
that.
I'm manifesting a TV series. I still want that to happen, and so much more. I'm manifesting you at Cannes, Toronto Film Festival, and so much more in the future. Like it's more to come. So I'm putting it out
Yeah.
there in the
Let's
universe
manifest that.
because
I'm with you.
yes, 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 yes. And look at here. Ty Harrell says, keep doing your thing, bro. All the love and support. How does it feel, Nelson, to have this village of us, the community, the black collective
You know,
behind you, supporting you 100%?
it feels amazing. It feels amazing. I just want to piggyback off of what you said a few seconds ago. Big ups to the Mr. Tubby Nelson J. Davis fan club on Facebook as well. Got to give them some love. And just everybody. It feels amazing because it really keeps me going. It never goes to my head. I never get cocky. I'm always be humble, but sometimes you need to know that you have that love and support. It fuels me to keep going more than people know. I think. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna keep going because I have like this thing where it's like, okay, create content that you want to see and that you want to watch. So I'm always gonna do that. But it's a great feeling to know that people enjoy it as well, and it really does keep me going when you let me know that. So I never take it for granted. I'll never get cocky. I love the love and I appreciate it. So I want everybody to know that. A lot of people they have this stigma. I'm not gonna tell such and such anything because they already hear it too much or it's gonna get to their head or whatever the case may be. But I'm not that guy because it keeps me going. It really does.
So much more in the future for you. Nothing but love. And I'm so glad that I talked to you. I needed an escape from anything political. So I said, I got to have Nelson back on the show because you have been that escape for me. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, we need it in these times. We need something to kind of shift the focus off of everything that's going on. While the world is burning, we need something in our life to stimulate our
Right.
minds. And 3 Play will
Right.
definitely do that. I've seen the trailer, and when I seen the trailer, I'm like, okay, so that's what we're doing now. All right. And the first movie I thought of was Twa. So I mean, you got
Yeah.
to have something different, and you deliver something different in each and every one of your projects. Now, it's one character that you played in particular that I wanted to ask you about. You said something about mental health in the beginning of the interview, as it
Oh
pertains to
yeah.
3 Play. There was one character that you played, and this character was normal at first, and then his brother was like, okay, why you didn't take your medicine? You're not taking your medicine like you should. In one of the film projects,
And Homeboy.
what was it like challenge challenge challenging yourself to portray that character? Because I've never seen you in that light. You're always either
You
the
know,
love interest, the leading man, or next to the lead character in the film, or the lead of the character in the film. But for this one, this is different.
right. And that it was very important to me and the writer and the director of the film to kind of show me in a different light and not give me because normally I would have played like my friend's role, like the ladies' man. I wanted to do something different. And they wanted to see me do something different. So it was already a challenge to do something so out of the box, but at the same time, it's a different kind of pressure because the character was based off of the writer's brother, and a lot of the things we spend a lot of time together to develop like certain mannerisms and just different things that the character would do because it really was inspired by her brother. So I wanted to make sure that I portrayed the character in a way that it was true to the character. You always want to be true to the character the way it's written, but it's a little bit different when it's a real person. So I was up for the challenge, but I just want to put that out there. So I feel like I nailed a lot of things the way it was supposed to be because we spent a lot of time together. And it's like, he would. do his eyes like this, or he would move his mouth like this, or he would taste like this. Like all of these different things that I use to help develop the character. So
And you did a brilliant job in this project. Outstanding job.
thank you.
And Grace Edits says the movie was so good. The character was so believable. I was scared. I'm like, I've never seen you in this light where you took in this character. And I'm like, okay, I know it must have been difficult for him. As I'm watching, I'm saying to myself, this must have been difficult for you to have to turn it on and then turn it off. Uh,
Yeah.
and you know where I'm going. Heath Ledger was one where he played the Joker and he
Yeah.
literally got into character. Y'all know the story. Y'all know the rest. Where
Yeah.
he was sending mail to the castmates' house and stuff. Like he
Yeah.
really was deeply into this character. So for you, did you have that experience, or what they like to say? What is it? Method acting, where it's like you have to turn the character on, and then you have to turn that character off when you're going home. Don't bring that character home because it'll
Right.
kind of throw your family like, "What are you talking about?"
Definitely. I'd like to call myself a method actor to a degree, but I definitely know how to turn it on and off. But a lot of times it is, I can turn it off, but you still feel, when you play a dark character, sometimes you still feel like dark and down and gloomy. And I actually suffered with that for a little bit for a while, not with just that
Ooh,
movie, but with all movies, like blurring the line from, you know, uh, like reality to the movie. So one of my mentors, which is Bobby Peoples, he was like, you need to start watching like sitcoms or something. Like just take a day and watch that. So that worked a little bit. So it's like I need to get away from dark film. I can't be in a film and then watch another movie that's dark too and be in that space. I need to watch something that's gonna make me laugh and listen to music that changes my spirit, because that's a part of my process a lot. Is music. A lot of times, depending on what the character is, I like to listen to music that kind of puts me in that mind frame of whatever I'm about to do, whether it be something romantic or um, something crunk, or we about to go rob somebody, or we doing drugs. Like a lot of times that helps me get into character, and then that actually made me realize that how much we are affected by what we digest, what we
yes.
hear, and what we see, for me to be able to use that and kind of develop characters. So even at the gym, sometimes like when I work out, I'll have my AirPods in, but I'm not listening to anything because I don't want to digest anything. I don't want nobody to talk to me. But sometimes silence, like that's the only escape sometimes, because it's like you're going to be affected by whatever you hear and see. Sometimes you just need that nothing to reset, at least for me.
And that was something else I wanted to ask you too. Self care. What do you do in your downtime when you're playing these type of characters, where it's just like you have to go all the way there? Like I'm pretty
Right.
sure you have to take a moment and decompress. Like, okay, I'm no longer this character anymore. I am
Yeah.
Nelson now. I am myself now. I'm no longer the character. But what do you do in your downtime when you're not on set or in character mode?
Yeah. So that's definitely part of my process. The gym, like that helps ease my mind. Or like I said, watching something that I've never seen before that's like out of the norm from what I would create or be in. Like I think I had started watching The Big Bang Theory. I never watched that before, and then I'm just like, okay, something I just need to get away from any triggers, you know, and kind of reset and get back to me. Or other just be like, going to get a pedicure, getting a haircut, just self care in general. I think that helps you get back to you. You know what I mean? So I've definitely been into that a little bit more. I've always been a self care person, but I've been into it even more so lately because it helps me get back to me. Like they say, you look good, you feel good. So I try to use that mindset.
And June, exactly. And June is Men's Mental Awareness Month. Nelson, for you as a black man and as an actor, what advice would you give to other black men as it pertains to protecting their mental health and peace, whether it may be in the entertainment business or just in general, the everyday viewer and consumer? What advice would you give to black men on protecting their peace. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the video of Black Boy Joy, where the young black men that went to college, they all were out here just living their best life, drinking tea. They were going to games. They were doing all of these things as a method, because we talk about black girl magic. For black women, we go out and we get our hair and nails done. And if you like me, you like to get waxed or whatever. But self-care is deeply important, and now we're seeing black men normalize this. And we've seen the TikTok videos, and I'm saying, hey, this is my grooming routine. What advice would you give to black men as it pertains to protecting their mental health, peace, and self-care?
So to kind of even stack on to self care, I think that when you hear self care, which a lot of it is, a lot of people, the first thing they think is like grooming and stuff, but self care is just putting you first. Like, do what
Absolutely.
you want to do. Like, don't just, if you don't want to go out and party, then don't be peer pressured to do that. Like, if you want to stay home, watch TV and reset, do that. Put you first. Like, that's just, I think that kind of sums it up. To go along with, like self care as far as like the grooming, like you said, you get your haircut or pedicure, all of those things. Yeah, just put you first, and that sounds kind of cliche, but that kind of sums it up for me. Like, just put you first. Like, don't always fall into the hyper peer pressure and do what other people want to do. Like, do what you want to do sometimes. Like, you're staying at home, chilling, having some wine, watching a Nelson J. Davis film on Tubi. You want to do that tonight instead of going out, then do that.
A little
That's
adult
self
time with your girl, a little adult time with your girl, put the kids to bed, and then put on a Nelson J. Davis film. That's that would be a suggestion for everybody.
care.
Omari the Rebel says, hey, bro, loving the hair. Thank you. Diana Ross was my inspo. I wanted something big and curly. The last interview I did with Nelson, it was black and it was swoop, but I said, no, we need some color. It's summer. So, Pure Lux Salon, overall wellness. Yes, shout outs to Pure Lux Salon. Make sure that you are taking time for yourself. And I wanted to ask you that because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I know you indulge in self-care and take care of yourself. You prepare for your roles. We see your videos where you're in the gym working out, or you're getting a cut, or you're on a photo shoot. You're taking care of yourself. And I think that it is critical for other black men that are watching my platform. I love black men. I love y'all for real. And I love to see y'all happy. I love to see a black man smile. It is amazing to see a black man smile and take time for themselves, because as women, we are normalizing it. We get pampered. We love the hair, the makeup, the nails. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But we got to make sure that the men in our lives are cool as well too. So I had to ask, because I have
And I'm so
looking
glad
for.
you said that, because some people got to chill. They'll be like, women in particular, I'm not bash women, but y'all got to chill with this whole, when a guy does something that's sassy. Like, no, self care is not sassy. Let men take
No,
care of themselves. I'm so tired of seeing and hearing that. Like, it's
no.
silly.
And listen, we love
It's
it.
a trend. It's Gen
Listen,
Z people.
we love it. We love it. We see y'all go to the barbershop and get cleaned up. And then when we see y'all, it's like, ooh, hello. And it's the same for us when we get our hair and our makeup done and we walk down the stairs, and it's just like, wow, she looks amazing. That's the same vice versa. So women, we get it. It's the same thing. We both got to look good for each other. Date night or whatever, we're keeping up for each other. And men will notice if you change your hair, ladies. They will know it. My mother's one. She's a Libra. I'm a Scorpio. So I mean, I'm a wild card. You don't know what you're gonna get with me. I'm probably gonna have black hair one day. I'm gonna have red hair the next. I'm probably gonna have blonde hair. I don't know what kind of hair I'm gonna have tomorrow with my interview with Kip Treble. So I mean, you got to change it up. That's what keeps the relationship spicy. And I think Three Play, this film, will definitely spice up a lot of relationships. A lot of
Yes.
people, open marriage, everything. Y'all go and check it out. Reveal.com. I can
Yeah.
recognize Nelson from 500 meters far away from his beer. And that is from A.K. Sivion. Yep. Looking
You know,
fantastic,
it
guys.
helps.
Thank you.
He's amazing. He actually the colorist of the film, so he did coloring and the special effects on the movie.
Dope. And she looks stunning. She looks stunning. She ate that shot. She ate that
Yeah.
shot. She commanded the shot. The woman did not, how can I say it? The woman was not in the background. She overpowered the shot and she commanded it.
Right.
So y'all need to go and check it out. Go and check it out and support this brother here. Support Nelson. Check out all of his projects. He's got like over 100 of them, and it's more to come. So fashion dolls. We talked about men's health, awareness, self care. What are you doing to make sure that you're being gentle to yourself? Now we're going to take some questions from the audience, from myself or Nelson. But before we do that, I'm going to let Nelson host the show. So Nelson's going to ask me some questions. He's curious to know. And for my newest viewers out here, get to know a little bit about me through Nelson's questions. So take it away.
Okay. Wow. So you didn't think I was gonna be prepared for this, but I'm already ready. So, how does it feel to be at episode 831? Is it? Is it 831?
821.
Oh,
821.
how
Wow.
does that feel?
Oh my God. It's like all my hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears put into everything. Doing this platform consistently every single day. I want to continue to keep doing this platform. My goal is to do 1,000 interviews. So I haven't stopped here. This is just the beginning.
You're almost there. You're almost there. So, you already forecast at what point in your timeline? Pretty sure you already calculated when will you be at 1,000? When would that be?
I'm I'm assuming later this year. I got to keep going. I got to keep going because I've been booking interviews since the beginning of the year. And you were one of the ones that I reached out. I said, I can't have a season 20 without having Nelson back on the show. I don't want it to end. I want to know what he's been up to, his projects, everything. So that's why I invited you back to see that accomplishment, to see how proud I am of you. And y'all have shown me so much love and support. So thank you, ladies, the women in Nelson's group. Y'all have shown me so much love and support to everybody. Y'all view every single day. You take a minute out your work day and you come in to see what I'm talking about. If I'm not cursing Donald Trump out, you tune in for that. Or if I'm not talking about fashion, or if I'm not talking about how we can expand Black filmmakers, because that was what me and Ronson were talking about. And again, that's how I mentioned your name and the datification. He knew who you are. He was like, "Oh, I work with Nelson." Ronson knew who you was too. So I mean, even Kevin J. Stone, shout outs to him. Y'all have
Yeah,
such a close bond and brotherhood, and that is what is amazing. So I mention your name to any one of my guests, and they know who you are instantly. So that's the fabulous part about
that's dope. That's dope.
it.
So
Yes.
now I gotta ask this. I know you told me your top two. You said ladies' choice. He say, she say. So coin toss. What's your favorite between the two?
Oh my God. That's a tough one. He got me there, y'all. Oh Lord. Um, I'm gonna have to say ladies' choice because that again, that doppelganger, you threw us for a loop. We was not expecting that. We was not expecting two Nelsons in the film project. If y'all have seen it.
I think that part made it worth it for everybody that watched it. Like, all right, that's the moment that I'm like, okay, I'm glad I tuned in because I didn't see
I,
that coming. I love to hear people's
literally
reaction.
seeing double. Literally seeing double.
All right, all right. So, what food is your guilty pleasure? Went throwback on you. Question you
Oh
asked
my
me.
God. Because I did get him in the first interview. I asked him what's his guilty pleasure. He was like, don't tell everybody now. Okay. If you know me, you know that I love pepperoni pizza. And I just had some today. That is my guilty pleasure. How do I stay in shape to fit in these dresses and gowns? I don't know. I can't tell you the mystery. But pepperoni pizza is my guilty pleasure. I love stuffed crust. I can't eat the buffalo wings like I used to, acid reflux. So I had to cut out a lot of the spicy foods. Like I had a weakness for spicy foods. Anything hot. But I can't do that ghost pepper. No, no.
Uh,
I've seen what's the
yeah,
show? Hot Ones, where they go up a certain level of what's your spice tolerance of how much spice you can take, but I can't do that ghost pepper. Buffalo wings, yes,
yeah.
but I can't do them like I used to anymore. My mom, she rubs it in my face. She'll go get a bag of hot fries. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead and rub it in, woman. I can't eat it like I used to. but pepperoni pizza. Yeah.
From where? Which favorite pizza spot?
Pizza Hut. I
Okay.
love Papa John's.
Oh,
I
there we go.
love Little Caesars. Little Caesars is one of my favorites as well too.
You
And it's
Caesar
like when
not well. I'll say this: Little Caesars is only good when I have it out of town. This is not good here. Like when I have it other places, it be good, but I don't know. Got a love hate relationship with Little Caesars. I liked it back in the day when they had before the hot and ready when they had the pizza by the foot. And back in the
oh
day,
yeah.
like when they had like the stromboli and the pizza, like it came in like it was just different back then. But now I don't know.
Oh my God. Woo. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And you got a question before we continue on. What music you like the most? Concealment to rejection or triple standard?
Now he's the composer. Big ups to Matt. So that he's the composer of the. I think that question is for you though. So he wants to know which one of his works is your favorite. He did the music on all three of those.
Ooh, triple standard. That's a classic. It is a no-brainer. Triple standard. That is the one that I fell in love with. That one,
What
he say, she say, lady's
he did?
choice.
And I'm sorry, he did the music on Concealment 2 and Rejection in 3 Play.
Yes, triple standard. That's a classic. Hands down, it is a classic.
Okay.
Oh, Fashion Dolls, do we have any more questions? We're taking questions with myself and Nelson J. Davis, the king of film himself, is here, Fashion Dolls. So y'all have any questions? Let us know what you think. Again, uh, the month is hotter, and if you want to spend time with your significant other and have date night, these are the type of movies that you would put the kids to bed and watch a little bit later. So y'all make sure y'all got it. Oh my God. AK says in Nelson's movies, if any woman pointed a gun to him, she found a chance to see Nelson's gun.
You know that might be pretty accurate though.
And we
That,
know how that ends up. It seems a pretty steamy. If you know, you know. Go and check it out. But these are the type of movies that you would watch with your girl, with your man. Like these are the type of movies that spice up relationships. And I feel as though all of us as Black people in our relationships in the community in romance, we have to keep it spicy. And that's what I've took away from each and every one of your projects, from Concealment to triple triple standard to he say she say. You can't play with somebody's heart and emotions because it always has a way of boomeranging back times two.
yeah.
So it is important. That's in any relationship. We got to make sure that you keep it afloat. And everybody asks the question, how do you keep your relationship so spicy? We do different things. And one of your films was open marriage. So that's a very, very taboo topic to talk about within our community. But people are being open and fluid with their sexuality. Couples are doing that. And I just not long ago interviewed an adult entertainer. His name was Darren Blaze, and he was saying the same thing as well too as it pertains to opening up and having an open relationship and being it's all about consent. You all three of us are consenting adults. I see nothing wrong with open marriage or being polyamorous. Who am I to judge? I don't judge anybody. But I think that's what keeps the relationship glue. If you have that trust and you have that bond between you and your other partners in the relationship, that will keep it growing as well too and flourishing. And that's what I take away from your films, Nelson. Other than the sex, we love the sex, but the meaning of it is okay, in a relationship, you're going to have somebody that's going to be there with you, letting you know how they feel, honest and open. And in any relationship, it should be about commitment. It should be about honesty. And it should be about us, okay, laying it on the table. This is what it is. And Ty wants to know, what is your writing process? How long does it take you to come up with a twist and turn in your films?
All right. So usually, big ups to Ty. He did a great review on a couple of my films on YouTube. Make sure you check them out. My as
Thank
far as
you.
my writing process, um, usually I kind of really know like I'm inspired by something. I kind of know what I want the movie to be about, and then what I'll do is I'll come up with how I want it to begin, how I want it to end, and the climax, and then what plot twist to get to the end. Then I kind of fill in the gaps from there. that's literally like kind of how I do things.
And Nelson, I think you're right from personal experience because, like with rejection, these are things that actually happened, occurred, and just from hearing your parents sharing their story. So, I do think a lot of your films come from personal experience of romance, dating, and relationships with women. And I think a lot of people who are looking to be in love, looking to go into the dating scene, know what to expect. We've all encountered similar situations. So we take a learning experience and a lesson from your projects in some sort of way because we know a friend or uh, have a sibling in our family who's probably been through similar situations where it's just like, okay, I dated more than one person, or me and my significant other have thought about bringing someone into the relationship or bringing someone in the bedroom. Polly Love and Peach City with Lester Green. That's a great film. That is a great project. And it talks about this, how couples were swapping partners. It's all about open honesty and commitment. So if this is what you like to do, more power to you. Do it. And I love romance. I love love. And I know everybody here watching the show loves love too. You got to spice it up in your relationship. You got to keep it open. And I think your projects help a lot of couples with that. So
Yeah, I had somebody tell me they was like, you know what, I'm gonna name my child for you after you now because
oh, hello.
that's how it was conceived. Now,
Oh my goodness. Uh, any more questions for myself or Nelson Fashion Dolls? The conversation is good and flowing. Again, reveal.com. Make sure you guys go and check out 3Play. The film is fire. The reviews are fire. Rejection. Make sure you guys go and check that one out as well too. Check out Triple Standard. Check out all of Nelson's projects. I'm gonna keep plugging them throughout this conversation, and I hope you all took something away from this. Again, we need that escape. We need something different. So, as we come into the closing hour, Fashion Dolls, any last minute questions or thoughts, remarks from myself or Nelson? Joining me tomorrow, we have Kip Tribble. So make sure you guys tune in. Jaden Flex, welcome.
yeah, big ups to Jaden. I had an interview with him not too long ago as well.
Outstanding. And I love your platform, by the way. I love what you're doing, brother. So thank you for just dropping in. Love what you're doing. So make sure that you are going and supporting all of these filmmakers, black creators, all in the audience. Make sure that you're following them, supporting everybody, supporting black film owners, filmmakers, and businesses. It is key, crucial, and important, more so than ever, that we support our up and coming filmmakers in this business. So
Absolutely.
if we don't have any questions, Nelson, any gems, any final remarks you'd like to give to people? Because again, we need that escape, and your films provide us that escape from all of the craziness going on. Because we can put ourselves in some of your characters' situations and relate to them in some sort of way. So, what gems would you give to them?
Oh man, the gems are in the movie, so I need you to go stream the
And the
stream the
fact, in the
gems.
text too. There we are. Oh, and you got a question from Sharon. Sharon wants to know, just jumping on, how can I watch your films and support?
Okay, so I got 3Play is my latest film out right now. You can actually check that out on Reveal. It's at reveal.net, but it's spelled REVEEL.net. And you can either watch it in the browser, you can download the app. The rest of the films, majority of them are on Tubi. You can just search for it, Nelson J. Davis on Tubi, and then um, you know, quite a few come up. And I will appreciate the support for anyone. One of those films, and if you want to check out Triple Standard, you can watch that one on Amazon. It's not on Tubi, but you can watch it on Amazon Prime, which is kind of the prequel to 3Play.
And
Yeah.
Ty says, my favorites are ultimatums, he say, she say, concealment, and now 3Play.
Oh man, those are some of my favorites as well. And um, Ultimatums, that was actually the first movie script that I ever written. It wasn't the first movie that I produced, but I had the script sitting on ice for a little bit because I'm like, okay, I need to wait until I can make this the way that I want to make it. That and all that's probably my top five too. It's kind of hard.
You have so many projects, so it's like, how can I choose? It's like asking a dad to choose his favorite child or a parent to choose their favorite child. You have so many, so you can't
Exactly.
just choose one.
But at the moment, Three Play is my favorite because I'm just so happy the way that it came out. As far as like, I love the story and I love how it came out um, aesthetically, like the visuals and just everything about it. You can see the growth from my previous project to that. So I can honestly say that it's a lot of close seconds, but it's my number one at the moment.
Y'all go and check it out. Reveal.com. Three play, three the wet way. Make sure y'all go and check it out. Definitely go and support Nelson and his projects. A special thank you to Nelson J. Davis fans. Thank you so much, girl, for showing so much love and support. Thank y'all all for showing so much love and support. Do we have any more questions as we come to the close of this interview? Because I can't keep Nelson. I know he has probably a billion other projects that he's working on that we will see in the near coming future. So make sure that y'all are staying tuned. It's a lot
Can't
more to come on the horizon.
and I can't wait to share them with you.
Yes, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back, and it's gonna be more and more. So I'll support. So thank you. This is a great conversation, and it was great catching up with you in the year 2025 because our last interview was 2024. And Jaden wants to know: do you ever film multiple projects simultaneously?
Yes, I have. Um, I remember two in particular. I remember it was Forbidden Fruit and
Oh yeah.
Forbidden Fruit and Quarantine Relationship. I literally was filming in big ups to Bobby and Renee Peoples and the Kia T Hamilton, but I was filming one project in Atlanta and one in North Carolina, so I was able to coordinate with them to be able to do both projects. But I remember one day I literally had to leave Atlanta early in the morning to be on set in Wilmington, North Carolina later that
Wow.
day. I remember one time I was actually working with Levi in LA, and then I literally had to be back. The next day I flew back, and then I had to finish up another project that I had started right before I went there. So I've definitely had situations like that. When I did Falsity, it was a project I did in Virginia. I literally wrapped in the morning, and then I had to be on set in Wilmington like 6 hours later to shoot Beehive. I remember I literally like took a shower. I forgot my clothes. I had to stop to the mall and buy something on the way to set because I had forgot my wardrobe. So it's definitely been quite a few situations that I film projects simultaneously. I try not to do that, but at the same time, I like to give each project, its attention. But there's been times that I've had to multitask.
That's another thing. I'm like, how do you do it? Because every minute I see a new flyer for a new film, oh my God, posted. I'm like, how does he do it? Like, I know you can't clone yourself or be in two places at the same time, but thank you for that question because I was curious to know, like, okay, he did this project. Now he's working on another project. How do you do it? Be in different places at the same. I'm like, my God. We got some more questions. Let me see. Let me see. Shannon says, where are you from?
I am from Jacksonville, North Carolina. And yes, Jacksonville. If you, I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida too, though. But yeah, I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
So he's right up there with my brother. I have a cousin up there, and I have a girlfriend up there. Durham, Raleigh, in the NC area.
Yeah,
So
we actually filmed Triple Standard and Three Play in Raleigh and Durham area. That's what we filmed both of those. A couple hours from where I am, but that's where we filmed those at. So,
all right, come on. We got the talent down here in the Carolinas. If you're in the Carolina area, make sure y'all stay tuned. It's a lot. And again, shout outs to Kevin J. Stone. Shout outs to all of the actors in the NC area. Shout outs to everybody. And A
definitely.
Hard in Management wants to know, have you ever done full? That those three little letters.
Oh man, nah, haven't done. Nah, done some pretty steamy things, but no, I haven't done full frontal nudity. No, if that, I think that's kind of what they're asking, right? Or
I
I
think
mean,
so, yeah.
X is real. So if you're saying XX in terms of if it's real sexual content, then no, it's always implied. We don't shoot porn. Nothing against porn, but that's not what we do.
No, it's what you do is it's not that essential. It's romantic. It stimulates. It's adult entertainment is a whole nother arena because it is real. I can't get into the logistics of it. I've sat with adult performers and they've explained it to me like how,
Right?
whatever. But no, it's two different things, mainstream, and then you've got the adult entertainment business.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, yeah.
entertainment. Because Amari Rebel, he was on here earlier. He did a great review on the film as well. He works in the adult entertainment. So I have some good friends in that business. It's just not what this is. But I want to make it very clear. I'm not frowning upon them. This is just not what this is or what I
No,
do.
we know. What you do is erotic. And this is an example. She doesn't do the show anymore. Zane's Sex Chronicles. How many of y'all used to slip and watch that? I know I used to slip and watch it.
In
And
the
I
film,
was just turning 18 at the time. So I'm like, okay, let me explore and see what this is about. And it would come on Cinemax after dark.
I think
So,
I'm 14. I had no business watching, but I was
mhm.
that one day. So that explains a lot.
So again, this what you do is erotic. It's a difference between soft core erotic and then the hardcore adult entertainment business. Like
Perfectly
they're on
said.
set, yeah, two different things. But you get suspense, you get thriller. What I live for is not just the intimate moments, but the suspense,
Right,
the
right.
the plot twist, as someone said in the comments earlier. I think it was Amari or Jaden that said that about the plot twists in your films. There's always something different. It's not always what it appears to be or seems. It's something different. Like I said with Lady's Choice, I was not expecting that at all. With two Nelsons, we get two Michael B. Jordans, and now we get two Nelson Davises. I'm just like, Lord, my heart can't take it. What am I going to do now? So, but outstanding job. Do we have any more questions for myself or Nelson Fashion Dolls? I had such a great time with each and every one of y'all. Always a good time here in the dollhouse.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time as well, as
So
always.
welcome. And I would love to have you back, Nelson. We got to catch up again. You are that escape for me. I need it. I need a moment where I can decompress because I've been glued to what's been going on in the world. But I'm like, okay, I need two things in my life. I need a Nelson J. Davis film and I need my Atlanta Housewives, the older ones with Nene Leakes on it. I love Nene. I am a big Nene Leakes fan. I love her and I love Candy. Love Kenya, love them all. But that is my guilty pleasure. But before we go, Nelson, where can everyone follow you, check you out, everything?
Right, you can follow me right here on Instagram at the Nelson J Davis. You can find me on Facebook, Nelson J Davis, and on Twitter at Nelson J Davis. So I'm pretty responsive on all three of those platforms. I have TikTok, but I'm not on there as much. But you can follow me on there as well. There's a few fake accounts on TikTok though. There's quite a few on Facebook and Instagram too, but I think we got them taken down for now. But please be mindful that all my pages are verified. So if it's not verified, it ain't me. If it's on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And before we go, Fashion Knows, I'm going to close the show out. We touched on a number of things. Three Play also, it touches on mental health, Black men and mental health. And in June is Black Men Mental Health Awareness Month. So I want to close the show out with this quote from Victor Hugo, which states this: even in the darkest night, it will end and the sun will rise. So you might seem like you're going through your darkest days. You don't know what to do. You're in a time of just like, wow, so much despair, so much going in the world. This goes to my Black men as well, too. Thank you so much for supporting my platform. I want you all to protect your peace. We tell women, as Black women, we've been told we got to protect our peace. We got to be gentle to ourselves. And that's just natural instinct for us as women. But for my brothers, I want you to be gentle to yourself. Go out there and take care of yourself, black man, and take care of everything you need to do for yourself to better yourself. Protect your mental health, protect your peace. You are sacred. So we need you, black men. We love you and we need you. We don't know what we would do without you. But this is my love letter to black men. Been doing this interview with Nelson and talking about mental health throughout the week with my guest. Definitely be gentle to yourself, be caring to yourself because you owe yourself just that. I love you all, fashion dolls, and this interview will be uploaded to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube. Go and check out the track. Did y'all see the track that Dante wrote about me? It's called Fashion Dollin', and the artwork is up. Make sure y'all go and check it out. It is absolutely gorgeous. And make sure that you guys are staying tuned. Joining me tomorrow, we have Kip Treble. So I will see y'all tomorrow at 4. And Nelson, as always, thank you so much. I had a dynamic time.
Likewise, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of films himself, Nelson Davis. 3playreveal.com. Make sure you guys go and check it out. And also go and check out Rejection on Tubi as well. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later.